So Gus is gearing up to be quite a busy 2014 summer of cricket for you, combining obviously your New England duties and your Middlesex duties here at Lords as well.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, summers are pretty full on in the best of times, but sort of you throw in the selector's position, it's going to be busy, but lots of things to look forward to. My job at Middlesex, I'm not sort of involved with the day-to-day management running of the side. I sort of make sure everything's going okay, and then I've got my coaches, Richard Scott and Richard Johnson, captains Chris Rogers and Eoin Morgan, and basically let them do the job, which is to run and deliver the tactics on the side on a day-to-day basis. So there is time in my schedule, and I'm sure I'll be flitting around watching a bit of cricket, but there are worse ways than passing the summer, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and last year for Middlesex it was a good season, quite consistent across all three forms of the game. How do you see this season shaping up? Because last year you kind of close in a couple of competitions but faded away a little bit towards the back.
Yeah, last year was a nearly year for us. We were really in contention in the championship a couple of times. We were top early on, and then sort of with about 4 or 5 games to go, I think we were in contention with Durham. I think every side in the country would have struggled to live with Durham at the end because they just went on an unbelievable run. And in the 2-1 white ball competitions, we were sort of one win away from going through there too. So yeah, nearly. Yeah, I mean, our objective is what it is every year. It's just to keep improving, to build on what we've achieved. I think in the last 3 years, we finished 5th in the championship last year rather than 3rd, but I think we played better cricket last year than 2 years ago. So we're looking to build on that, and if we can play to our potential, I believe we've got the ability to be up there challenging for honours, and that's what I hope we're going to be doing.
And here in the Middlesex squad today, there's a couple of people, obviously Finn, who's played for England, Robson, who could potentially get picked. Are those two key boys that you obviously know a lot about, who could potentially have a good go at England this summer? Yeah,
we've got some good cricketers. I mean, we've got a good squad of players. Obviously Finn and Morgan are high profile. There's obviously Chris Rogers and Sam, as you mentioned. Chris Rogers Australia, Sam pushing. There's James Harris. There's Ollie Rayner, who's been on the Lions tour too. So we've got a lot of young, ambitious players who'll be hoping to push their cause, and that's good. I mean, as well as a club that is up there, hopefully competing for honours, we want to be a club that's producing England cricketers. And a couple of those cricketers maybe done a lot of their work away from Lords, but if they play cricket for England whilst they're a Middlesex player, we'll be absolutely chuffed.
And obviously Stephen Finn's winter is well documented. He's come back to Middlesex, he's had a couple of kind of reserve outings and he's picked up a few wickets. How's he been since he's been back at the club?
He's making progress, which is what we're delighted with, and his bowling is coming forward. I think the winter hit him hard. You go through a period like that under that sort of focus, that sort of analysis really, and it's not going your way, and it does knock the stuffing out of you. So whilst technically there are things that he's got to do, there's the sort of mental side of it as well, and to build him up and believing in himself, and we're getting there. It's not going to be something that you sort of flick a switch to and it's cured overnight, but he's moving in the right direction. He's having some good days with the ball. He's having a little spell where he's not happy, but we're happy. So no, overall we're delighted with the way that he's moving forward, and hopefully that will continue over the coming weeks.
And could you see him in an England shirt this summer? I know it's looking far away.
I think that's dangerous. I mean, that's something we've tried to avoid doing. It's not a question of putting sort of dates in the diary or anything like that, because I think that when you do that you tend to rush things, and the important thing is that Stephen gets back to where he was. That could be any time. So we're not putting dates down and sort of, if he's not back by a certain date then it's not working. These sort of things happen, and we want to avoid that, because it's just important that he continues to improve week on week, month on month, and that's what he's doing at the moment.
And this year you've got Eoin Morgan available in one day in T20 cricket. He's not playing IPL this year, I believe. What kind of influence can he have here? Because he's had a great record so far, and surely being around the other lads here at Middlesex can have a big impact.
They are. I mean, he's available for us in 4-day cricket too, and I think he's going to be determined to prove a point there. So, no, having players of the calibre of Eoin Morgan around is invaluable. I mean, the players love having them around, because I mean, these lads are superstars in their eyes, and they love that. They wish that they could go out and play as Eoin does. So no, they have a really positive effect on the situation here, and we're looking forward to having him involved. I'm sure he will go missing at times because of England duties, but no, it'd be nice to see him playing out there regularly with whites on and against the red ball.
And as an England selector now, there's potentially spots at number 4 in the batting stakes. You know Morgan well. Could that be his target? Is that the natural target for him to try and get back in the Test team?
I know that's a target for him. That's something he wants to do. So he'll be working towards that. But I think there are a number of positions up. Oh, I say number of positions. There are a couple of positions at least up in the batting lineup for the start of the season, and it's who goes out there and makes the biggest impression in the first 5 or 6 games. So it's an exciting time. It's exciting to be here again now, sort of a week away from the cricket season starting. But exciting for a lot of young cricketers as well who've got the chance to go out there and really push their cause and achieve something special, which is playing for England in a Test match here.
And Angus, just a couple of final points, just on Jonathan Trott as well. Do you see a route back into the game, England cricket, international cricket for him this summer? He said he's hungry to.
Yeah, I mean, no doors. I mean, I haven't met with the English selectors yet. They've obviously been, the English selector, which is James Whittaker. So we'll be having some meetings in the next week or so. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason why Jonathan Trott will not, should not be playing cricket for England again this summer.
It's been a disappointing winter, obviously culminating in the T20 World Cup disappointment as well. But do you see this as kind of a fresh challenge now, a fresh start almost for England, a new era to take the team forward again?
Well, it is a new era. You've got a new head coach. There's obviously a couple of senior players in Graham Swan and Kevin Pietersen that are no longer in the setup. So, yeah, and I think it's quite exciting. I know there'll be a lot of doom and gloom amongst some people. The World 2020's finished with a disappointing performance today. But I think for someone like myself who's new into it, I think it's exciting times when you're starting, you're trying to create something, which we will be. There's a lot of good cricketers out there. There's some senior players still with a lot to offer too. So whilst English cricket is not enjoying itself at this moment in time, there is plenty of room there for quick improvements, and we're hoping those are going to take place in a really good environment.
Just a final quick one. I have to ask it, is there a route back for Kevin Pietersen again, do you think, for England cricket?
I haven't sat down with the selectors to discuss it.
Okay, thanks.